How long does it take for CBD oil to work for joint pain?
Hey guys, it's Claudia and
Matthew.
today we're going to talk about how long does CBD work on your pain.
Exactly, and we are going to discuss not only joint pain, but pain in general or inflammation in general, because that's what CBD is really good for. It works not only on the pain, like the symptom of the pain, so it makes it more tolerable for you for, let's say, 4 or 6 hours, like painkiller would do. It actually starts the healing process and it supports the healing process, and we're gonna talk a little bit more in depth in that video, so stay tuned. Especially if you are suffering from some sort of pain, inflammation, because it's really important that you begin doing something about it in the early stages, before you get the chronic pain and problems that really are going to change your life. Because how fun it is to go through life with pain.
Oh, it's definitely not fun.
And
not.
For those who don't know me, I was working as a mover in Europe since I was 14. And moving, wearing all those big things, furniture from first floor to fifth floor, no elevators usually. Germany, I did it in Europe, mostly in Germany. All buildings, they don't have elevators.
Yeah.
So I was carrying those things since I was 14 on the weekends, every almost weekend, and it killed my back, especially my lower back. Now, it didn't really affect my muscle or vertebrae, hopefully I pronounced it right, but it always blocked my muscle. And it always, I remember times when I couldn't move. I had to, when I was at school writing exams or something, I had to put the chair on my table and keep writing the exam standing, like we're doing right now. I couldn't sit down. It was pretty tough. And I was like 16, 17 back then. So let's get back to it. What do you think? You usually take CBD for migraines and headache, which is some sort of inflammation. How do you go about it? How much you take, and how long it takes to start working for you? Because women have a little bit different endocannabinoid system. Men have different endocannabinoid system, and each individual has completely different tolerance for cannabinoids.
And also, every person has different levels of pain that they can take. So that's gonna depend also on your CBD dosage. So everyone is, individually has to just look what dosage is good for them. But in my case, when I feel that my head is starting to hurt, I right away take CBD. And usually I take like a quarter of a dropper twice a day, but for my headaches, I take minimum 1 full dropper of our full spectrum CBD,
which is around 43, 42 milligrams of CBD, full spectrum CBD.
Yeah. So in the early stage of my headache, that's enough for me. If it's more intense, I don't have my CBD next to me and it gets really painful, then I just double that dosage and it works. And usually that's enough for like the day. So that dosage for me.
So you take around 40 milligrams of CBD, full spectrum CBD, and you take it usually in the morning and in the afternoon, or before we go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because sleep is also really good for inflammation.
Those dosages all are my like everyday routine. Yeah.
Your standard.
My standard.
And then when you have the headache, you take full dropper of CBD to
on top of that
to really relieve the pain.
Oh yeah, and it really works. It's such a weird feeling. A few days ago I had that. I was telling you that like I felt that something's going on in my body, like in my head, that it's supposed to hurt. But I didn't feel like nothing.
Yeah, I remember the day.
It's a really weird feeling.
So how long does it take to start seeing the effects?
Actually, pretty quick. Before I was taking CBD, I of course I usually never take like medicine. I'm not a fan of that. So even if I had headaches, I didn't usually take. But sometimes I had such headaches, I just had to pop a pill. And it it was like a long time for it to start working. So I was in pain for so long. And with CBD, actually, I see the effects like super quick, even after sometimes like a few minutes. So it's like a lifesaver to me.
Perfect. So the bioavailability of CBD when you take it sublingually with drops like we have, it's pretty good. I believe based on the research that I've done and my experience, it's the highest bioavailability. That means that if you take 40 milligrams of CBD in your product, most of it are going to be absorbed by your body, and it's going to support your endocannabinoid system, which is within us. It's a network within us, and it acts like messengers. We have receptors all over our bodies, and your body produces cannabinoids, right? And those are messengers that whenever something is going on, you have problems with your joint, you have problems with your back, with your muscle, or with your head, it sends messages. Just like you text someone, hey, this is me, I'm having a problem here, it's painful, and I not only want to relieve the pain, but I really want to heal, because if it hurts, that means that something is not right. And you want to restore the homeostasis, which is the optimal state of whatever it is. So me personally, I knock on the wood, but I never really had problems with my migraines. But I was into mixed martial arts, I was working as a mover, I'm still doing a lot of lifting, and pain is something that I'm really familiar with. All kinds of pain, all kinds of pain. And since I discovered CBD, I start using it not only sublingually to really improve my sleep, calm me down, help me with stress, deal with stress, but also I put it on my body wherever I feel pain. So my knees, they hurt a lot. I'm pretty tall, and maybe not that tall, but 6'2", and I consider myself tall. I can.
You are.
And my knees hurt. And I remember growing up, when I was in the time where I grew like this within one summertime, my knees were killing me. And it was 10, 15 years ago. I didn't have CBD back then, but I remember that pain. And now, every now and then, when we do a lot of high intensity interval training, like sprints, which you do every week, I feel my pain. I feel my knees especially. What I do, I put oil or any sort of CBD balm on my knees, and it's hard to say it, but it really works. Within 1 hour, your pain is alleviated, and I feel like not only that, but with the days, the progress is phenomenal. You really have the feeling that something is healing within you, within that area. And I hurt my...
That's what I wanted to say.
I hurt my ear like 2-3 months ago. It's a really stupid story. You don't want to listen to that. It's a story between Q-tip and my ear and my shoulder, that I lifted and pushed the Q-tip inside of my ear, and it started bleeding and stuff like that. And it caused inflammation. Now, whenever there's like high wind and I'm outside, not even when we are not in the pool, just outside, next day I know it's gonna hurt. I still have it a little bit, but I start rubbing around my ear and here just on the surface CBD oil, and I can tell you within, like when it gets super severe where I cannot hear what my wife is telling me, that's I don't want this situation.
You have to take it now every day to hear.
It works. It starts working. So definitely CBD has really good, our bodies have really good response to CBD oil. Let's put it this way. So if you have any sort of pain or inflammation, at least give it a try. It's safe. It will not make you high, and it's not addictive. That's why I hated taking pills. And I remember whenever I hurt myself, like to the point where there was like severe inflammation in my body, the doctor gave me ibuprofen 800 and above, and I had to take it 3 to 4 times a day to just function, and it wasn't really functioning. I always felt bad about it. And that's why I was looking for an alternative. And I feel safe because CBD oil is coming from the plant. There's literally in our oil, there's MCT oil, CBD, so the absorption is even better with MCT oil. Flavor, and that's it. And it's coming from the plant, it's grown outside.
No chemicals.
Under the sun, no chemicals, there's really nothing that can harm you. So I'm sold on it, and that's what we take, and that's what is helping us. And you can even, I challenge you to use CBD for 2 to 3 days, even for sleep, and stop taking it for even 2 days. And you're gonna see the first night that something is missing, and you wake up, you're gonna wake up differently than after CBD. And again, you don't have to do it every single day, but if you want to recover well, you want to optimize your sleep and reduce pain and heal your area that is affected by and causing that pain, you should give it a try.
Totally.
And if you want to learn more about how this things works, how the endocannabinoid system works, how CBD oil works, comment below and we are going to connect with you, or you can find us on Instagram. We are daily putting so much content that is educating people about CBD and actually healthy lifestyle, different ways how you can really improve your lifestyle. So Thank you very much for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like it if you like it and hit subscribe button so we can inform you right away whenever we post something new, and maybe you're gonna take benefits from it as well.
See you in the next video.